Yeah, it was defense for sure. I think they only had 24 points at the half. They're a talented team, but we really just played well defensively, even though offense wasn't clicking, and then that led to us getting out in transition and starting to get some buckets. And we just got to keep playing like that full 40 minutes.
Nick, you were able to get the lead and maintain it without really having any much perimeter game tonight offensively. Was that something that was part of the way they were playing you, or?
Yeah, I think we always preach stay on the attack. I think we just kept attacking, and we're getting in the paint, and we missed a couple layups early, but I thought we did overall a pretty good job of getting to the rim and finishing pretty well. So I think that's just kind of our mentality: stay on the attack, and if we can get in the lane and try to finish those easy buckets.
Trey, I have to think that's maybe like this team's recipe when you guys win. It seems to be you're getting the free throw line, you're attacking like Nick was saying. Is that kind of the
Yeah. I mean, we have great shooters, of course, but Coach always talks about owning the paint and owning the free throw line. And I mean, if you can do that night in, night out, it's hard to beat you, regardless of if you're making threes or not. So yeah, it's definitely a part of our game.
Matt, a lot of good finishes on some fast breaks there. Trey was a beneficiary of several of them. What was anything special go into that tonight?
It's about time he started dunking the ball. No, I'm just kidding. No, Trey's a really good finisher at the rim, and he was going up strong. And a couple times I passed him, I didn't even look. I knew he was going to finish it and put it on somebody's head. So that was exciting. Got the fans into it, and hopefully he can keep doing it. I think he had like 4 dunks tonight. It's more than I've had in my whole life, in practice included. So.
Nick, it seems like, this is kind of like a common question after the games. We seem to talk to you about what you do off the bench. Double-double tonight in 23 minutes. Can you maybe talk a little bit again about your role? It seems like I know it's probably.
Yeah, I just try to come off the bench, and Coach just says be aggressive out there. And when I have my spot, go attack, and that's what I've been doing, kind of attacking and trying to get on the boards too. I feel like me and Reddit also do a good job to try to get on the offensive glass, defensive glass, and clean those up. And that's just kind of my mentality: is just be aggressive and try to just maybe make us a little spark and get us going.
Trey, you got to be looking forward to another going to Brookings next week with something on the line.
Yeah, looking forward to it because it's next game up, and can't look forward to any game, but now it's next on our schedule, and we know what it means, and so it's going to be fun, and we know what's at stake, and we're looking to bring back another regular season title.
Yeah, the last time you got, obviously you guys played the Jacks, so you got out pretty quick and got going. Is that something that you'll go back and look at what worked that time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they didn't shoot it well last time. We were on our home court. They're going to be, ready to roll. I'm sure they'll have a big-time crowd, and they're going to want to get us back. But it's a rivalry game, so it's intense. We definitely had this one circled on our calendar, and we dropped one after we beat them, and we knew we had to win out to have a chance at a regular season championship, and we've done the job up to this point. So now the winner of that game is the regular season champ, so there's a lot on the line, and it's going to be a fun game, fun atmosphere.
Well, it was a good game. I loved how I thought we defended really well for the first half. You can see how Omaha, that second half they were clicking on a lot at a high level, which they do. I mean, they score in bunches. And so I thought they got out to a good start. I thought we just didn't finish some play. I mean, we missed 6, 7 layups around the basket that are just point blank shots. But our guys really stayed poised and composed, and then we obviously really finished that first half off well, and that was, I thought the last 7 minutes of the first half and the first 5 to 6 minutes of the second half were certainly pivotal moments of the game. But we stopped them 9 out of 12 possessions going into half, and we scored on 8 out of 9 going into the half, and obviously the pendulum really swung. So first 5 minutes was huge, and then they got it going. We get a lead by whatever it was, 23, 22, 24, and they went small ball. They played Mitch Hahn at the 5, and that can be a difficult matchup for us. And we threw a lot of different things at it, but he He really got at him, or made some plays, and then the team sees the ball go through the hole, and all of a sudden everyone's drilling shots from all over the place. And so a lot of that was them. Some of that was us not being as disciplined as we need to and just completely finishing the game. But had a great crowd. It's a great way to go out, finish the year at home. And like we said, we control our destiny, and winning this game puts us in a position where, we can do what we want to do.
First half, you did all of this without the benefit of a real perimeter presence today. Was that, were you just missing from the outside, or were there opportunities underneath that were?
Well, certainly, you don't draw up going 2 for 14 from the three. And when you just look down the line, Trey Birch-Manning shot one right away. That was down it. It was a back half miss, and so that was a wide open look. Hags missed one, whatever. Simpson's been shooting the ball fantastic, in games and in practice. So he goes 0 for 4. It was a bit of an anomaly. It is what it is. Sometimes that happens. And Mooney gets 5 cracks at it, and I don't think he took one bad one. So just some nights the ball doesn't go in the hole there. But at the same time, I thought our guys were really in attack mode and played downhill. We got a lot of baskets, at the rim. And then we got 5, we shot 29 free throws. So I thought our guys did a good job of staying in attack mode all night. And so sometimes you just don't, you guys know how it is. Some games you struggle shooting the three, right? And they were that way the first half. I think, what were they in the first half? 2 for, or 1 for whatever, but 2 for 10. So I thought we did a good job of that. It was kind of a weird game. Early in the game, I thought the first, I don't know, there was we couldn't get going. I'm not sure they could get going. And it was just kind of one of those games. And then we kind of got a spark, obviously, to make some things happen. But so, yeah, that was fun to see when you shoot, 47.5% for the game. But we were pretty consistent throughout the entire game.
Yeah, we were talking about that you must preach attack mode all the time. It must be a pretty common rally cry.
Yeah, why, if you're a sprinter or a long distance runner, or here comes Jeremy, the boxing reference. If you're a boxer or a football player or whatever, why wouldn't you be in attack mode, right? Why would you not be in that kind of why wouldn't you be aggressive, right? Why wouldn't you be on the attack? And so with whatever it is within the game, I just think that, because it's a mindset, right? And when your mind's right, your game is right, usually. And if your mind's not, if you're not thinking about this, or you're thinking about the score or whatever, then your mind's not right. If you're worried about a bad call by the official, if you're worried that the coach is yelling at you, then your mind's not right. And so you have to have that ability. And at the end of the day, you're coaching 18 to 23-year-old young men and men, and so that can be an ongoing process. But I like where we're at mentally right now. I feel, we're turning the corner with some things in a very positive way, all the way around, and that's fun to see. People forget we're a young team. Experience-wise, maybe not so much, but age-wise, but with a lot of the kids that we're playing, we're still a young team, and you forget, you lose a guy like Carlton Hurst. That's a lot of minutes that you're trying to replace with some guys that haven't always played those kind of heavy minutes. So it's just a constant work in progress. But our guys have, I like where we're at.
Standard question, what are the things you have to worry about with SCCU? Obviously, they've been playing pretty well lately.
They're playing really well. Certainly haven't scouted them per se, but at the same time, you see them play when we're getting ready to play Omaha or Roberts, Fort Wayne, right? So you watch all the games since we played them last, so you get a feel. But they're playing at a high level. They're obviously a high octane offense, and Jenkins was the player of the week, I think, 2 weeks ago. If I remember right. Obviously, Zach Jackson was just the player of the week this week. But and then Dom has been the player of the week 8 times or 7 times or whatever. So when you're 6'9" and have that kind of skill set, you can put guys in, he scores it at a high level inside. He can get fouled. He shoots the three. He passes. Whatever. You name it. They do it. And then they surround him with a bunch of veteran guys that have been down that road before. So, and then I don't know that they've lost at home this year. I'm not sure, but I know they're always very, very good there. So other than that, they don't, they just put you in a lot of positions where you got to just really kind of pick your poison.
All right, I'm good. Any progress on Hurst?
Not that I know of. I mean, I would assume he'll get an X-ray right away this week, and then we'll see where it's at. It's been 2 weeks since he's been X-rayed. So, can I say one more thing? So I just want to say, well, first of all, happy birthday to Ryan Hilgeman, who is actually not in here right now, our sports information director. But I just, our 4 seniors, you get to senior night, and I just can't say enough great things about these 4 guys. I'm not going to get emotional here like I did in the locker room, and I did a little bit on the radio. But those guys, I mean, when you think about Austin Sparks, who's been here for 5 years, and Carlton Hurst for 3 years, transferring in from Colorado State, and Joshua Doss coming in from junior college, and then Nick Fuller grad transferring from Nebraska. They're all very different people, but at their core, they're what we want our men's basketball team about. They're people of integrity, people that are very loyal. I know I tweeted out the definition of loyalty is when it's not about you. And all 4 of those guys, it's never about them. And these are guys that when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Like, they're not lip service guys. You know that their word is gold. And all 4 of them are like that. And they are our toughest. They're so tough physically and mentally. I literally can't think of a day where Austin Sparks didn't show up ready for practice to go hard, where Joshua Dawson showed up to practice ready to go hard, right? Or where Carlton Hurst didn't come to practice ready to go hard and compete, or Nick Fuller. And it's hard to find those kind of guys with that kind of energy, that kind of toughness. Those guys are so unselfish. And then they're just the ultimate teammates. You can ask every guy on our team about, well, what do you think about Nick? What do you think about C? What do you think about Joshua? What do you think about Sparky? And they're just such amazing, and they're just the backbone. They're, like you said in the locker room to them, they're people of backbone. And when it's not always easy to define that, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And those guys are going to be severely missed. And it's not over, but it's always, like Joshua Dawson, I said, how many times do you have senior night in your career? I said this right after shoot around today, and I said, what do you think, Doss? And of course, Joshua was like, 2. And I got 2? And I had to think about it, but I'm not very smart. He is very intelligent. And he goes, and I kind of looked at him, I said, how many? 2. And senior in high school and senior in college. So I screwed up. I didn't ask the question the right way, but he's right. But it's been an exciting year, and now we got to keep this train rolling.